But there is a
wild,
steep price to pay for telling the truth. If Prince kept up his antics, the entire music industry hierarchy would be in jeopardy. That's why the industry bigwigs in music wanted to quiet him, and they ultimately were. The overdose of fentanyl led to Prince's unexpected death.
Yo! It's always crazy how a lot of these artists and a lot of these people that start speaking out end up waking up dead, bro. Every single time you get a guy that he starts figuring out or realizing that he doesn't want to be in the rat race or the trap anymore, they f***ing finish him. What it is, what it do, it's your boy J-Ski Reacts back with another banger. You already know the vibes. Welcome back to another video. Listen, man, I got a banger for y'all, man. This one, listen before they kill me. This is from Kanye West. Prince's last words proves Kanye West was right all along. Bro, y'all already know what y'all expected from this video. The title says it all. Kanye, as y'all know, he been very controversial pretty much for the last like 15 years, bro. But he just came out saying some crazy shit like, yo, they killed Prince. We about to get into this video. You already know the vibes. Before we get into this video, you already know the vibes. Road to 10K subscribers. We just hit 3K. Come on, man, the goal is 10K. I appreciate all y'all always coming back, showing love to the channel. Make sure y'all leaving a like, make sure y'all leaving a comment, and for the people that's already subscribers, family to the channel already, make sure y'all hitting that bell so y'all know every single time I drop another 5 video just like this one, all right? Before we get into this video, thank you to all the donations. As you can see, they go towards the studio, helping me give you guys better quality content. Enough talking, let's get straight into this video. J-Ski Reacts, Yak Gang, Ski Gang, let's get it in, let's go.
Look at me, I'm on. 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 Can't stop, keep going.
The latest on the mystery surrounding Prince's death. The U.S. Attorney's Office and DEA are now joining the investigation as we learn more about a California doctor who says he was called to help the superstar with an addiction problem. ABC's Eva Pilgrim has the story.
Being run by musicians. So it's being run by accountants and lawyers. So I don't know if they'd know real music if they heard it. What they're looking for is acts that are going to make the most money for them. So you'll see all kinds of little gimmicks, so to speak. Nothing else to prove. I feel like the greatest performer that I...
Yo, damn, Prince was born in 1958? What the fuck? I did not think he was that old, bro.
And people who love me feel that I was the greatest performer they'd ever seen, so there's nothing left to prove.
At a time like this, if I was on medication right now, then one pill could have been swapped out. And it would be Michael Jackson and Prince all over again.
Prince was a wonderful and courageous musician who was not hesitant to speak out.
Bro, look, I ain't gonna lie. Do I think Kanye got like some issues he need to work on internally? Yes. Do I think he's one of the greatest minds that we have today from a celebrity standpoint? Also, yes. He has his issues, but he's also one of those guys that, you know, they're like one in a million and one every lifetime type of thing, you know? So if I was y'all, I would listen close to Kanye. I wouldn't just like kick him out, and I mean cancel him every time y'all feel like he doesn't say something y'all agree with.
Unethical business practices in the music business. The higher-ups, however, decided to get rid of him because his honesty became an issue. The industry has now discovered Kanye West as a new target.
These rappers get killed, not incidental. Somebody made $100 million and now don't have to talk to that artist or none of their crew, don't have to validate none of their contract.
Kanye has been outspoken against the pervasive greed in the music business. Artists are viewed as cattle by executives and record producers who merely depend on them to generate songs and earn money. They treat artists like property and overwork them. Also, Kanye has frequently complained about how unfair it is to the artists. And Prince's final remarks confirm him in the end. In the music business, production corporations prevail. The rights to the music that their artists produce belong to them. When and where the music is played are decisions they make. Kanye publicly tweeted this information, which infuriated all the music industry officials. When you sign a music deal, you sign away your rights. Without the masters, you can't do anything with your own music. Someone else controls where it's played and when it's played. Artists have nothing except fame, touring, and merchandise.
I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy. When you sign a music deal, you sign away your rights. Without the masters, you can't do anything with your own music. Imagine writing your own music, right? being in the studio, putting in that blood, sweat, and tears, sleepless nights, time away from your family, and then you finish the project, and then you gotta send it into the label. And when then the label get it, imagine you decide that you wanna make a YouTube channel, and you want your own music to be the background music like I use other people's music on my channel, right? You won't even be able to use your own music, bro. Like, that's how crazy this shit is, bro. Y'all gotta really think about this shit, bro. When I be telling y'all, like, y'all need to pay attention to what Kanye be saying, because this shit not cap, bro. Like, it's not cap, bro. Like, someone else controls where it's played, and when it's played, artists have nothing except fame, torn, and merchandise. That's also a fact. But you gotta admit, some people only want fame, torn, and merchandise. Some people's fine with that. You understand what I'm saying? That's crazy though. The whole like giving away your masters and stuff like that. For like the last 20 years, artists been like speaking up against it. But these artists keep signing these deals. But you gotta think why they signing these deals. They're like dirt poor, they're in the street, and then they get an offer for like $2 million, but after taxes it's like $1 million, and then after you gotta pay everybody, producers, manager, everybody, you got like 400,000 left for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't have nothing really.
When it's played, artists have nothing except fame, touring, and merchandise. Kanye believes that the artists themselves are to blame for being complacent with the system that seeks to exploit them. The artists are merely lining the wallets of those who don't give a damn about them by remaining silent about this injustice. He stated, "We've gotten comfortable with not having what we deserve." He continued, "They allow us to have a little money from touring, get some gold chains, some alcohol, some girls, and fake numbers that feed our egos. But we don't own our masters." Even in his interviews, Kanye has made a note of how crazy it is for music labels to have total power over musicians. He stated, "Currently, artists take advance payments to make records, and yet when they repay those advances, the record company still owns the records. Imagine a bank lending you money to buy a house, and then when you've repaid that mortgage, they're telling you they still own it."
That is
the only one who could bring about the change.
That is a perfect example of what it's literally like being an artist in the music industry nowadays. Now, granted, you decide what you want to spend your money on, you know, like it's just the whole ownership aspect. Like, we sign you, make you a star, and then now like I can't sell my song to a movie and get residuals off that movie, bro. Like, that's crazy. Like,
desired because no one else would dare stand up to this mob. This stance earned him the enmity of every major player in the music business, including Universal Studios and other powerhouses. But he is prepared to fight this war for the sake of his children and future generations of artists. Adding, "Everyone at Universal and by then, please understand that I will do everything in my legal power and use my voice until all artists' contracts are changed, starting with getting my masters for my children. I will not stop. I promise you I'm petty and very personal."
Facts.
All of Kanye's claims have already been made before by none other than the legendary Prince. Prince's comments validate Kanye's experience as an artist oppressed by the industry's elite, disproving his claims that he is a paranoid fantasist. Prince was not shy about complaining that his record labels were stealing his money. After a while, he stopped having record labels record his albums and started doing it on his own in his studio. But the record labels didn't like this independence.
Wow.
They demanded a cut of Prince's earnings at all times. When Prince was initially starting out, he was forced to sign contracts with these corporations that had unreasonable terms and conditions. He did all the work alone but had to give the music industry the bulk of his earnings. To his credit, Prince kept trying to find a middle ground. He considered doing work for the businesses again if the terms of these contracts were altered. However, the music industry bosses' avarice led them astray. They were completely unwilling to give anything more than a token. Not only for himself but for everyone, Prince hoped the system would eventually shift. Every single artist in existence was being mistreated by the current system, and the only way out was to fight it. Kanye.
Wow, I did not know that, bro. I didn't know that Prince stopped recording in the studios and started doing it at his own crib in his garage. He was making hits like Purple Rain out of his garage, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Shouting the truth from the rooftops, claiming that musicians are treated as little more than slaves by the industry. When the artists are no longer helpful to them, they will cast them aside carelessly. And if the stories are true, they don't mind getting their hands dirty. These record labels only care about making money, not about the music or the artists who create it. Well, Prince understood that speaking up against the system was the best way to affect change, and he did just that throughout his career. He persisted in discussing it despite the fact that others found his obsession bizarre. As time went on, more and more people realized he was right. Have a peek at Jay-Z's Prince commentary. Kanye wants to fix the system, but Prince wanted to completely destroy it. It appears that even this little request is too much to make in the current system. But there is a steep price to pay for telling the truth. If Prince kept up his antics, the entire music industry hierarchy would be in jeopardy. That's why the industry bigwigs in music wanted to quiet him, and they ultimately were. The overdose of fentanyl led to Prince's unexpected death.
Yo!
In Prince's system.
He overdosed on fentanyl? See, that's another thing I did not know. Nah, this is crazy. It's always crazy how a lot of these artists and a lot of these people that start speaking out end up fucking waking up dead, bro. Like every single time you get a guy that he starts figuring out or realizing that he doesn't want to be in the rat race or the trap anymore, they fucking finish him before he has an opportunity to say too much. And they know they couldn't silence Prince. Prince been talking for 15, 20 years, speaking out. That's crazy. Nah, this is disgusting, bro. It's crazy.
Prescribed to him, and he was not a drug addict. A statement made by the prosecutor to the media indicated that this was a very rare occurrence. In all likelihood, Prince had no idea he was taking a counterfeit pill that could kill him. Others around Prince also likely did not know that the pills were counterfeit containing fentanyl. Given Prince's dedication to equality and liberation, his untimely demise raises even more questions than it answers. Is it possible that he was gagged to protect the music industry exec's bank accounts? Before his death, Prince left some pretty strange posts online. The caption of his final post read, "Just when you thought you were safe, he appeared to be aware of his impending death just before he departed.
Wow.
When he was last seen, he advised his followers, wait a few days before you waste your prayers on me." Although Prince is no longer with us, our battle for fairness continues. Every musician in the world now has a fresh reason to believe in their career because of Kanye. He's being portrayed
Kanye, nigga. I'll let you get away with that shit a few times, bitch. All right? Kanye, not Kanye. What the fuck wrong with you?
He only wants to get paid what he's worth for his songs. Moreover, he understands the cost of honesty. Kanye has been vocal about how black musicians are being targeted for assassination and how Prince's death was planned. They were Prince's final remarks, and they proved Kanye right. Yet, Kanye has learned a valuable lesson from the treatment of artists like Prince and Michael Jackson by the music industry.
Crazy.
To put it simply, he is taking all necessary precautions.
Yo, think about it, bro. The two biggest stars to ever live, besides The Weeknd and Kanye West. The two biggest, right? Both dead, same way, the same freaking way. Bro, you can't tell me this is like, oh, it's a coincidence, bro. This is not a coincidence, bro. Everybody getting overdosed, everybody getting drugged. This is crazy.
They tried to get him on lithium,
This is wild
but
shit.
he refused. The music industry executives basically wanted to manage Kanye by painting him in an unrealistic light. And
Make him seem like he's crazy, facts.
They might simply dismiss what Kanye says is false if they believed he was under the influence of his mental health medications.
Facts.
Kanye is well aware of the dangers to his own life and career. He's well aware that the mafia he's up against has already killed off famous musicians like Michael Jackson and Prince. In addition, people are beginning to realize that Kanye is telling the truth. All of Prince's advocacy and pursuit of the truth wasn't for naught. One supporter voiced concern over the mistreatment these musicians have received by saying, no, they would rather steal Kanye's damn name. The guy has to call himself he, because they own Kanye. That's not right. Prince had to name himself the artist just to get away. Michael Jackson was about to own half of Sony Records when his contract was up with them. Wake up. Some who first disagreed with Kanye are now beginning to understand the validity of his points. To be honest, if the music industry execs were so open and moral, they wouldn't have kept the details of their contract.
Bro, Michael Jackson was about to own half of Sony after the contract was up? And then coincidentally, allegedly.
Raps. A supporter tweeted, late night rabbit hole, thanks to Taylor Swift, Master Records. Kanye's invoking Prince by a reference to modern day slave ships. And while I'm not totally sold on that move, I gotta agree with him that it would be nice to see those recording contracts.
Wild. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section right now, bro. This is OD, bro. This shit is OD. Like, I need to know exactly how y'all feeling right now. because this is one of them situations where it's like, you gotta kind of be careful with this shit because you never know, like, you never know who listening, who watching. Hit me in the comment section. Let's start this conversation, man. Deadass. Leave a like. I appreciate all the likes, donations, everything. Thank you. Road to 10K. You already know the vibes. Hit that bell so you know whenever I post another video just like this one. See you on the next video, man. Just keep react, ski gang, yeah, gang. I'm out of here, man. Let's go.
Look at me, I'm on. 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 Can't stop, keep going. Can't stop, keep going. Can't stop, keep going. Can't stop, keep going. Look at me, I'm on. Look at me, I'm on. Look at me, I'm on.